Well, I was born on December the 4th, 1902. And I guess I grew up just like any other baby out in the country. I was the seventh of eight family.
Seventh out of eight?
Yes. And I went to the little red brick schoolhouse where all eight classes were there, about 65 pupils. And then I went to high school in 1915. Same year my older brother got married. And my mother was part Scotch. My father was Irish, of course. And my grandfather came from Ireland. And that group, the Lucas group, came from Ireland. I found my great-grandfather, too. The Lucas group came from Ireland in 1825. And in 1925, they had a centennial. And that was 100 years, of course. And
You mean they had a reunion?
pardon me,
Who had a centennial?
it was a centennial year, 1825 to 1925. See, they called it centennial year, and they had a centennial party.
The Lucas family?
All the whole country
Oh, I'm sorry.
celebrated. And the Lucas, they had quite a few 100-year-old farms.
Wow.
And the farm that my father was born in was a century farm, a 100-year-old farm. So they came over in 1825. And
Did that farm have a name where you grew up? Did you call it something?
little town, little village called Downingville.
Wow. Did you call your farm a name? Aside from the Lucas farm?
Well, just they had concessions, lots of concessions, but no particular way, just a Lucas farm. And, then the older Lucases bought more farms for the sons. There were four sons, and my father was, I think, the oldest of the four sons. And they all were 5'11", and big men, all big men. So I went to high school in 1915, and about 2 years later, in 1960, and the war was on, and they gave people from high school a chance to go out and help the farmers. So I took that opportunity, and I never went back. Stayed on the farm for, so I went up there.
Do you ever wish you'd gone back?
And
Did you like school?
no, I didn't particularly like it. I was lonesome all the time. We lived in Lindsay at the high school, see.
Oh, you boarded there?
Mm-hmm.
You boarded there?
Yeah, well, yeah, not exactly board. We roomed. We got the food in.
Food. Your family would bring your food?
Yeah. We bring the food in.
Like for a week? They'd bring a week's worth of food? Wow.
Then
How'd you heat it up?
well, we had a little kitchen there and a stove. And we had the use of their refrigerator. And it worked out very good.
Was that back when you had gas stoves, or what kind of stove did you?
Wood stoves. We had a gas stove where we stayed one empty. We used the wood stove. And
But you got to go home on weekends then, right?
every week, every Saturday, every Friday night, we go home. Come back maybe Sunday night or Monday morning. Sunday night or school.
But that, you had cars then, didn't you?
No college. Washington,
Oh, yeah. How long the trip was it from Lindsay to Downeyville?
9 miles. 9 miles from our gate to that town.
Well, how long would that take in a horse and buggy?
Oh, 3/4 of an hour.
Oh, that's not bad.
And once after I go back to school. Stan was still going to school there. And one Sunday he took him back in, and he forgot a book.
Oh, no.
So he walked out the 9 miles.
Oh,
In the afternoon when he back there in the evening.
yeah. Teach him not to forget it again.
Stan was a wrestler, quite an athlete, and he wrestled in high school, and then he went to Toronto University and wrestled there. Made a trip to the Army school.
West Point or something? West Point, man?
West Point. Right. There was a team from Toronto University, and a team of athletes from the West Point. And only 4 of the Torontos won, but Stan was one of them.
Right?
Never was beaten, never was thrown
Huh.
for decision. But once they had decision, they were tied. But the guy who wrestled at overweight.
Wow.
But he was pretty good, good skater, hockey player. But I wasn't so good.
What were you good at?
Baseball.
Baseball?
Played a lot of baseball. We had a pretty good baseball team down there at Downeyville. We played a game every Sunday. But not much practice through the week, you know. Very little practice. So busy. Farmers are busy through the week.
Right.
But well, I guess I was pretty good. There was other teams in the country, you know, different places. They used to ask me to come and play with them when we weren't playing. So I thought they'd something like that. So,
Yeah. That's great.
anyway, there was 4 of us there. Stan was in school most of the time, but 4 of us were at home now. And we took a contract to cut down a bunch of elm trees from church. And all big elm trees like this. And we also took a contract digging post holes through a telephone, the 4 of us. And all things like that.
This was after you got out of school?
Yeah.
So, just to backtrack a little, were you born at home or in a hospital?
Home. We're all born at home.
Or wasn't your aunt a doctor?
Well,
Didn't you have an aunt that was a doctor? Did she deliver you guys,
it's crazy.
or a cousin?
Kind of like, kind of Fuji's brother.
Uh-huh. Oh.
He was a
So
different.
she delivered your kids or something? She delivered somebody.
Delivered all our kids. She was the doctor that after.
She delivered?
We weren't over here, but she was a doctor. She was a doctor before she was married.
Uh-huh.
And when they got married, they moved over here. And
What was her name?
Grace Purdue.
So, who delivered you guys? Were there doctors that would come to the house?
I don't remember that. One of the doctors about, I think there was a woman in the house.
Do you remember anything about what it was like when your brothers and sisters were born?
Oh. Only one younger than me.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So I don't remember thinking all about that at all.
Yeah.
And
What were the names of your brothers and sisters? Starting with the oldest.
I give you the whole family.
That's
Gertie, my sister Gertie was the oldest. And then my brother Charlie. Then my sister Viola, my sister Viola, my brother Jim, my brother Stan, me, and Joe.
And who's living now?
Me.
Just you?
All down with me.
Did Joe die recently?
Joe died about 3 years ago. He was 82, almost 83. My brother Jim was 86. Stan died young. He was only 56. Viola was 78. Viola was 89.
Wow.
And
Those are good long lots.
Yeah, 30 is 2061. 30 got through in 1950. Never got over it.
Gosh.
And,
How many of them moved to or to,
Detroit.
yeah, or the United States even?
Joe was the first one. He worked at Florence. And after Stark graduated, he worked for a while in Lindsay. And when he came to Detroit, in the office of Manhattan Cadillac. Yeah, the guys.
What did he do for a living?
I,
What did he do for a living? Did you say?
which
What was his job? The first guy who came to Michigan? What did he do for a living?
Joe
Yeah.
worked at Ford's.
Said he in an office?
Well, that's my brother's dad, the dentist.
Oh, goodness, something.
Now, Joe worked at Ford's and he took that, went through that trade school, they had out there.
But did any of them stay in Canada?
Yeah, Jim stayed in Canada. Jim was still on the farm. And his father was married to a farmer. Gertie was married to Jack Purdue, with his brother.
Oh, really?
And,
So the one brother inherited the farm?
yeah. I couldn't hit one of the farms. My father also lead the farm in the state.
Oh, yeah?
Best one I ever made up to Detroit.
Oh, yeah?
Couple of boys. We wouldn't, I don't get it down to school like they did here.
Sure. They were born here, weren't they, all of them? While you were studying?
Yeah, we come over here as soon as we were going to do that. I was married on the 31st of July, and I was working on the 13th of August.
Wow, that's quick.
I worked for 38 years.
So what kind of wedding did you have?
Small wedding. Just the family.
Did she wear a white dress and all that?
No, I think she had something in tab. Just Mabel, her cousin, was native on her. Jim was my. And we went to Toronto for a couple for 2 or 3 days, honeymoon. Then came home. Came to Detroit with Joe.
Did you have a place to stay here?
Well, we stayed. One of the first times we stayed with Ruby's brother Dick. He was a barber in Detroit. Second time night we went over to Stan's and stayed with them for about a week. Then we got a place to rent. Apart. One room apart.
Just the two of you or just stay with the two?
And I got to work, as I say, I was working 13 days after I got married. I was working pretty lucky,
Yeah.
And we didn't have much. I didn't have hardly any money, but Ruby had taught his teacher, talked out there. She had some money.
Did she work when she got here?
She taught school for a while. Like it was September semester. Then she quit before Christmas. And then she worked in the store at Christmas, worked for selling. Christmas.
What kind of store?
Jewelry store, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, she stopped after that. She never worked anymore.
When did you have your first kid? How soon after you got married?
Jack was born on the 16th of July.
A year after you were married?
Yeah. Bob was born the 26th of July. 2 years actually. So each time got a child came, we would move to a bigger place.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Each time? So you moved 4 times?
Well, in that one little apartment, of course, and Jack was born, we moved up there. 2-bedroom place. the Bobby farm book to two different places again.
When did you buy your first house?
I was bought in Glenfield in 1940 or 41. It's probably 1940. We stayed there 42 and a half years.
Wow.
If you go over here, this actually it's Chuck's house, you know, Chuck and Sue. But we really bought this with the idea of getting us away from that other section over there. A lot of break-ins over there. And they got this one. It was great shape, real good. Everything was clean, new paint, and then, in fact, I had another big party.
That's well my fault.
Yeah. But she only lived 3 months.
Oh, you think the move was hard for her? or something?
No, I don't think so, because her family all were had poor hearts, weak hearts.
Oh,
And she was 80, just one day off, 81. Dick was 83. The rest all died young before that.
had she had heart trouble before?
So she had a weak heart all her life.
Oh, she
The
knew
whole
it.
family went that way. But she was lucky to live that long.
Yeah.
She was such a died at 69, not only 61.
But it didn't affect her throughout her life, did it?
No, but
She was a real hard worker and everything. She didn't seem like she was able to keep her energy up and
Yeah.
everything.
one thing, she always took a rest after lunch.
Well,
That was good for her, you know. Like she died of that rest.
ever since she was young, she took a rest after lunch. That's what I'm doing now.
She didn't go to school. She had a brother at TV,
Oh.
and she was always around him, sitting on his knee, and when she was slow. And they were afraid she'd get TB. I guess she did get touch of it. Really, she didn't go to school. She was 9-year-old.
Well, she didn't go till she was 9? Because she got sick
Well, no, they were just wanted to protect her.
from TB?
Yeah.
That was going around then, you mean?
Well, her brother had it there, you know. That's what the.
That's where he got it, with school?
Yeah. So, anyway, she was only in grade school 3 years. She was high school 12.
Wow, she must have been teaching herself at home or something. Until it was
I
9.
don't know. She didn't have any She had a couple of teaching brothers, but they weren't there at that time.
I wonder how she fit in at 9 years old.
When she was out of high school at 16, I think. She had to wait a year before she did normal. She had to go up North Bay, Ontario. She couldn't be in the normal in Peterborough until 18.
Well,
She came up there. So
harder than the rest of them, maybe.
I think she was pretty smart. That's where the kids go and stuff.
Oh, Mr. Modesty here. You've got a good memory. My dad would never be able to tell you the dates and everything of his kids' birthdays and all. I mean, I can hardly do it with my own daughter to think about it. It was only 2 years ago. Well, what was it like? When did you first know Ruby? Did you know her when she was
Well,
little?
it's funny. She was coming home from high school in Peterborough, horse in a horse and buggy. Jim and I were walking up to the store, which is a half mile away, and we stopped to talk to them. First time I saw her. Then the first time I dated her, it was kind of peculiar. See, we had the church and school there and everything in the village, and we went up to. They used to have Vespers, they call it, at night. So we were at Vespers. I was talking to her, and I met her and talked to her there. And I borrowed a horse and buggy to take her home. The guy knows where I do. That's the first thing that happened.
So it sounds like you were impressed from the start, huh?
Yeah.
What was she like?
Well, she was about 5'5", and about 135 pounds, I guess. Maybe a little heavier than at times. But she was about 125 when she died. And she was, everybody liked her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Real nice. Kind of, she's awfully good with children.
Yeah. Dave messed with her a lot and all that. Dave messed with her.
Yeah, she liked Dave. No, of all the grandchildren, there was two she liked a little better than the rest. One was Dave, the other was Brian.
Huh.
That's funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
What's the? I would say maybe the boys. I think she liked all of them. I think she liked everybody, but maybe those two better than some of the other boys. The girls, she always liked the girls.
Uh-huh.
And
Dave and Brian are
Dave,
kind of the feisty ones, huh?
yeah,
What, was she kind of feisty too?
no, very level-headed.
Uh, um, let's see. So, how many kids were in her family? Were-
8.
8, the same thing, huh? What were their names?
Oh, in her family?
Yeah,
Oh, 14. She was
14.
14.
Wow.
Oh, there was Tom and Will and
Gosh, if you could remember all those names. That's okay. That's too many names. I didn't realize there were 14. Well, what were her parents' names?
the Prince,
Her parents.
her parents,
Yeah.
Bob and Rebecca.
Well, that's pretty. Rebecca.
Yeah.
Did you know her parents very well?
Not too well, no. They both died when she was pretty young. I think she was only 12, but which one died first? I think the mother died first. She was only 12,
Huh.
and her father died a year or two later.
How did they die? Were she was the last kid, so maybe they were older.
Well, she was 50-year-old rooting for her.
Oh, that's pretty old.
It is unusual.
Yeah.
But they weren't too old, either one of them. I can't tell you what the old they were. But I never knew them too well. I'd see them at mass and going to that, you know. And
Was she, who raised her then after her parents died? Her brothers and
my
sisters?
brother,
Her brother?
our second younger brother was in the homestead, and the other brother across the street. When she went to school in Peterborough, she stayed with another brother. He was like a father to her. He stuck up for her against the nuns, you know, the nuns taught her.
You mean he was in school with her at the time?
So
She lived with him on weekends?
she lived with him. No, she lived with him at school in
Oh.
Peterborough. And they used to come home every weekend,
Uh-huh.
about probably 15 miles.
So,
There was one there, a barber here in Detroit. He lived to be 83. He's the oldest one in the group. And I took a couple of trips out to Western Canada, the farmers trips. Helped the farmers in Western Canada. First one, I think I was about 16 or 17. So now maybe 18. Next 3 years in a row on them.
Huh.
But,
did you take a train out there?
yeah, first kid. But my brother died Stan, he used to wrestle a lot. But Sunday he was West Point. He was pretty good, but I was pretty good too. I mean, he trouble with me down. And anyway, the family out there we worked for had the use of a traction machine. There was three brothers. One was about 350 pounds. The other one was about 225. The other
Wow.
was about 200.
Goodness.
So one day he couldn't get the tractor started, and on about 200 I did the rest rest. And I put him down. He was supposed to be a wrestler too, you know. I put him down, held him down. And what I was doing was spike pitching, but you're throwing the sheaves into the threshing machine. You know? And the yarn goes on, you hand the fork, you know. And all dressed up and back up as soon as you get the tractor started. So this guy jumped me with all this on, you know. And he got me down, and he got me down like my feet under the neck like this.
Yeah.
And so he's laying on my ankle, broke my ankle.
Oh,
So
that was his revenge for having been beaten by you.
all those people look around.
Oh. Was this a few days later or something?
Saying, oh no, a few minutes later,
Oh.
10 minutes later. It happened we were working at his farm at that time. So they left me off, of course, for a week or two.
So that's nice of them.
And I was in the house most of the time. We had a caboose that we lived in, slept in. I was in the house and eat with them in the house. And they were very nice. And they paid me half while I was off.
How did they fix your ankle?
Just bathed it every day.
You didn't have any kind of cast or anything?
Should have got fun.
Did it heal in a week?
Well, I think a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Is it okay now?
Oh yeah, fine. Don't bother me at all.
Well, that must have been pretty exciting to go out west at 16 or 17.
Yeah, at that age it was really. And of course, I didn't say it is about $2 a day, but that was a lot of money then.
It's been hard work.
Farming for me was hard work. And I was on a farm when I was 25, except when I was in school. And I was always slimmer than my brothers, tall and slimmer. Never as strong as them, but boy, that makes you strong, that farm work. All I have, you know. Now that it's all machinery.
Yeah, get on the tractor. Well, what was a typical farm day like? What time would you get up?
Oh, my father was the early bird. He'd get up 5 o'clock in the morning. He wanted everybody up with him. I used to get up about 6.
Would there be breakfast for you?
I did.
Would somebody have made you breakfast?
Oh, my mother always.
What'd you guys have for breakfast?
Well, we generally had potatoes, or cereal of some kind.
That sounds
Like Will Green says she likes to be it. Our greatest breakfast, fried potatoes.
Oh,
That's what we used to have.
what kind of meat at that time of day?
Yeah, well,
Like bacon or something?
yeah. Ham.
Oh, sounds good.
They didn't have their own halves, you know.
Oh, did you smoke them yourself?
But when they were smoked, there was salt.
Salt.
It was kill the pigs in the pond, salt them away, and drums, barrels. Then when they take that meat out of there, they'd, what do they call it? They put salt on it, carbon
What?
Carboil?
Parboiled? Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. Take the salt on it. There's still be some salt in it. I love that pork.
I
I
bet.
really did. Even after I come over here, go back, and oh, I really love that pork.
Parboiled pork? Huh.
Diet.
Yeah, Maureen loves pork too. Pork and potato. True Irish, huh? Um, did you do the butchering?
My father and older brother,
Do you help too?
not too much. Well, later on I did, but we'd let them hang for a while, and then we'd cut them up, put them in the salt brine. And, I cut up one pig before I left.
How'd you like that?
One time, I was too fancy about doing those things.
Huh.
But we had everything on the farm: geese, ducks, chickens, turkeys. My job was to, after school, hunt the turkeys up.
Hunt them home. Huh? Does they go out in the woods and stuff?
Well, they go out through the farms, in the next door farms. Sometimes you wouldn't know where in the world they were. After 4 o'clock, I'd go out, I'd go hunting for the turkeys.
Wow.
That was my job.
Did you enjoy that?
Well, I guess I did. I don't know. I have to remember whether I enjoyed it or not. I'm just going to tell them I have to do it. But
Yeah.
my father was a tough man. My mother was a sweet person. She was always helping somebody, always helping out. My father was, when when Charlie was 13, he broke his leg. A horse fell on his leg and broke his leg. So Charlie took over running the farm.
Your dad broke his leg?
Yeah. And,
Charlie was his brother?
now he's put a woman on it.
Oh, your brother's?
13.
Oh,
But he took over running the farm. Of course, she was the boss. We called him the boss, too.
what was your dad's real name?
John C.
What's C stand for?
I think that was his father's side of the family.
Uh, Well, so Charlie took over the farm for a while your dad's leg healed, you mean?
He took over with him on.
He was only 13? What'd your dad do then?
Well, he overstayed after he got everything got allowed. Charlie actually took the work. Then Jim came on and helped do it.
Oh. So, what was your mother's name?
Catherine. Kate, that's what they called her.
What she called your husband or your dad John, did she? She didn't call him the boss.
Oh, no. We didn't call him the boss's forum either.
Uh-huh.
That's what we talked about. I still call him the boss.
Yeah. Was he kind of strict?
Oh, he was very strict.
Would he give you lickings and everything?
Oh, yeah. Get a gad to go off the tree. It always hits you on the leg, so it never hits you.
What's that, a twig, you mean?
Yeah.
A gad? Never heard of that.
But,
What kind of stuff would he whip you for? Do you ever remember?
oh, I can't remember now.
Were you a bad, did you ever do many bad things?
No, honestly, kind of do tricks on the kid, but something like that. So not bad, no.
What kind of trick?
Oh, hiding their shoes or something.
So, let's see. Tell me about that barn building story,
Oh,
barn raising.
well, when I was around home there, there wasn't too much for me to do the first year. Most of the horses, and we did have a team. So I was working out a little bit. I worked with a fellow, and they were doing slow. And they also, I guess, was really today. And he used to shake the barns, houses, with steel roofs on barns, and they could live about that time. And I was helping them down a steel roof one time. And what I remember most was putting the gutters on. You know those barns, you see those hip roof barns are about, the gutters are about 40 feet in the air.
I'm not sure.
I was here about 20 feet or something. Up those big high barns are about 40 feet. And the gutter has to go on the outside. You have to lean over. You'd be sitting on the last board, the first board, I guess you'd call it. One leg inside, one leg outside, hanging down. And you're leaning out like this, like the gutter on the wall. And I looked down there the first time I did that. I looked down there, I felt really good. Very nervous, you know. So Joe says, "Don't take it easy. Just sit there for a while. Take it easy." All I did. But those barns are about maybe 60 feet long, but 40 feet wide. And of course, the gutter goes all the way either side, you know, top of the end. That's quite a job. Then there was a time of building barns down there. With my older brother's time, there was a lot of new barns went up, and they all went up like, you know, a hip roof, you know what a hip roof is?
Just like that?
Yeah, it is. Comes from the point at the top down like this, and then out like this.
Oh,
But
uh-huh.
the reason for that is to make more room in the top of the barn instead of having it just straight down like this, but just down an arm spot. Up there, you went out like this. But,
For the hay and all? Store the hay and everything up there?
yeah. And of course, what they're good at those barns are all big timbers, you know. The top timbers fit into the barns. This one barn I was at, of course, those older fellows like my mother's age, they were used to it. They were all barns built in 2 or 3 years down there. But this one was a little later than I was working on. And I was up on the beam, 40 feet in the air. And then you get another beam that you hits onto that. And it's notched at the end, you know. And it fits over. You know, this.
Then you put a peg in?
Oh,
No peg?
it'll be the thing. But anyway, this thing was pretty heavy, and there's only room for one man up there, you know. And they bring it up on tie ropes on it, pull it up, and you set it on the edge of the post like you're supposed to chair. You set it up like up here. Then you're supposed to tip it over, gently onto the eaves. And it was pretty heavy, but there's nothing to stand on, only a brace
Wow.
between the two beams like this, corduroys. And I kind of gave in a little bit, I was a little fall.
Uh-huh.
But I finally got the thing over. You have to take the rope off, because they're sitting on that edge. You have to flip it over, quarter turn.
Huh.
And I got it over, but I came down, I stayed down. After about 10 minutes, the guy that owned the place, building the barn, asked me if I could go back up again. I did, but I shouldn't have, because I was a little nervous, you know.
Huh. So you did, huh?
Well, I did.
We did it again? Same thing?
Oh, yeah. 2 or 3 different barns.
Wow. Did they tie a rope around your waist or anything in case you would have fallen?
Just up there, standing on that.
Did people ever get killed doing their fall down?
Yes, it was. This was at Ruby's sister's farm.
Huh.
The guy was up the same place that I was. This was before, of course. And he fell, killed himself.
Huh. Before it happened, he before you did it.
Uh,
Why didn't people put ropes around their waist? That just be too.
well, he was one of that group my brother's age, you know. Well, anybody could fall, you know, and this stuff or something.
Oh,
But I think now, what a crazy thing I was doing.
yeah. Were there other dangerous jobs on the farm? People get hurt very often. I guess falling off of horses. Was bad.
Oh, yeah, I was falling off the wagon. Like my brother fell off the wagon, drawing in hay. And, you know, you're up there on the top of the wagon. Buildings are low enough, you know, maybe 7 or 8 feet high. And the horses started up without him telling them.
Oh,
He tipped off the back end of the wagon. Broke his neck.
oh, would be okay.
Yeah, they rushed him to the hospital. And, he had a lock or some kind of his neck so he couldn't move it. But he didn't like it, so he tore it off. But, oh, there's lots of places on the farm, especially if you're sawing, you know, they're using a saw. And I worked with them from Joe Bushwell again, where they had a sawing machine and go around sawing the wood for the farmers for their stores, you know.
With an engine?
Yeah, they give them the framework with the saw on it.
Uh,
And I used my team, and we'd take turns on the saw parts. Circular saw, you're standing out in front of it, you're pulling the table back and forth with the saw attached to it. That's sort of the logs or what sit along in front of the saw. That was dangerous work. If they got men handling the back end of the log, and if they bind the saw, they're liable to break the saw, you know. They're supposed to hold that log real steady. Hold it up so it won't bind the saw. So it lies flat on the table. It couldn't be like this with the end up. If they moved it, they'd break the saw. Circular saw. About this big.
yeah. I bet there were a lot of fires too, weren't there, with the houses? Wood.
All this farm was burned. When Charlie was 4 years old. Barn burned, but couldn't find Charlie.
Oh,
But he was out in the field, you know, looking through the fence at the fire.
oh,
We were looking all over for him. But he was 4 years old.
only 4. Did any animals get killed in that fire?
No, no animal kills. It was in the spring, but they were all out in the field.
Probably start with a lantern or something. How did it start? Fire.
Well, they were killing those pigs, and they had a big pot of those. They boiled the pig in to boost the hair. Takes the hair off. But it's big enough to spark up the mats of the barn because they're
Oh,
strong on the back of the barn.
oh,
Long ways away, well, 300 feet, 400 feet. What, that's what they thought it was.
well, did the house have electricity?
Not then.
When, do you remember when it was with that electricity?
Well, it's probably 1918 or so.
Was that pretty exciting, getting electricity?
The telephone,
Was that about the same time?
now around the same time.
Must have seemed pretty miraculous.
It was later than they elected on the telephone, rather.
Electricity was later than the telephone?
Yeah, they put lamps and lanterns on the farms for 30 years.
The kerosene lamps or? And the stove was wood or coal?
Wood.
Do you have to cut down your own wood?
Uh, so we didn't have much wood on our farms, so we went out and bought wood from other farmers, cut it down, all the pole logs, and then
Did you, oh,
then get the sawing machine that I was talking about to saw log.
uh-huh. Did you have to chop it up with the axe or anything?
Well, yeah, the logs would be then this big, anywhere from this, yeah, and you would split them. That were sawn. They fit the stove.
Did you like that, doing that?
I didn't mind.
Dave kind of liked that.
Yeah.
When we were on that sheep farm, he did a lot of that. Was it a stove or a fireplace?
Stove.
Just one stove for the whole house, to heat the whole house?
Yeah, the upstairs too. You pipe go up through the upstairs.
Must have been cold at night, huh?
Oh yeah.
What kind of blanket did you have?
Well,
Woolen? You didn't have feather blanket?
else,
Feather quilt?
homemade soap.
Out of your feathers from your geese and stuff?
Feather pillows. The geese, yeah.
Did the women used to make those patchwork quilts at all?
Oh yeah. They'd have quilting beads sometimes. Oh yeah, we had all homemade quilt. The pillows, nearly all the pillows were goose feathers.
What other kind of needlework did the women do?
Oh, crochet. My mother was a real good sewer. She made all the dresses, all her dresses, all our shirts, all our work shirts.
Um,
She always complained about my long back. I had a long back, the rest were short.
uh,
Remember the babies on my long back.
she always bought the fabric, right? She never wove the fabric.
Oh, it's not that.
So people didn't spin back then, did they? Spin wool at all?
We didn't on our place, but they got it at her home, she spins. What?
Who did?
Oh,
You mean back when she was young?
yeah.
But by the time you were little, they were using cloth from factories.
Yeah.
You know, people weren't weaving then.
Oh, no. I never saw any weaving on our place. Well, some people, I guess, still weave down there. There's nothing ever done at all.
Well, I was asking you what the day was like on the farm. Did you come in the house for lunch and
Oh, yeah. We, as I say, we got up pretty early. We would have practice once in the dark. Yeah, we'd come in about, I never could eat a big breakfast. And we'd be, say, hauling hay to the barn, you know, and I'd have to have a sandwich or something about 10 o'clock. Be so hungry. Then we'd come in at 12, have dinner at 12, and
warm meat and potatoes?
yeah, big meal. Same thing at night, big meal.
Did you have you must have some vegetables.
Oh yeah, we grew all our vegetables,
What,
everything.
all the different kinds of,
Oh, everything is vegetables.
yeah.
Beets, carrots, onions, tomatoes, everything.
Uh-huh.
And even turnips. No, we're doing that eats here. We get good turnips from the cows, you know.
Uh-huh.
She'd have turnips in
Uh-huh.
a lot of this. They're kind of sharp tasting. Ever had a turnip?
Yeah, I have. And I once mucked out a barn for cows that had turnips in it. Boy, that stunk up a storm. So then you'd go back out, and then what time would you work till?
And when we were real busy, like hauling them, we'd work till 4 and have kind of a smaller lunch around 3 or 4. Like one time, but Charlie and I were working together, Charlie was across the room on a farm. He's married, of course, to Charlie. We were working together on both farms. We were over there drawing into his barn, but right outside the barn, the field right outside the barn. So we were working all the time. That year I was pitching off and bowling in the bowl, take it off in the swings on the floor, dump it in the bowl, it'd be all in one stack. And you have to spread it around, see. And around 4 o'clock, I says, Charlie, when do we eat around here? I was starved.
I bet.
Them was a big eater, so it's the last too long. But anyway, we eat going down, so we were out after we eat, we went 4, 5, 6 more hours. That was a tough year for me. You know, I was always the man that built the load. This year I decided, well, I'll let Charlie build the load now. It's a lot harder work.
You mean the whole year you had to do the one
Well,
job?
I'll alter the AC.
Why didn't you just alter day to day or alternate?
Well, I don't know, I just wanted to do it. I knew it was a tougher job, but I was foolish to do it. Building load is too hard, you know.
So once you found out you didn't like it, you couldn't change your mind?
Oh,
Matter of honor, you mean?
I couldn't say that it was too tough.
I see.
I like my older brother very much, you know. When I was a kid, you know, and he often used to lie down behind the stove. We'd come in after dinner, lie down for a while. I'd lie down with him. When he'd wake up, I'd wake up.
Uh,
I liked him so well, you know.
uh-huh. This was Charlie?
Charlie.
He was a little bit older than you.
Now he's 10 years older.
Was it fun coming from a big family?
Oh yeah, I think it's more fun, I think, more activity.
Yeah.
And we played a lot of cards. You could be like, oh, look at it. My father played a lot of cards.
With you guys? With the kids? Well, he sounds like he wasn't so severe. He'd sit down and play cards with you.
We used to board the school teacher.
Oh, yeah?
It's a half a mile from our place to the school. But she stayed with us, boarded with us. And it was the one I remember so well. I didn't go to her, I didn't much through there. But the great big woman, about 300 pounds.
Wow.
But she loved to play cards. She and my father would play together.
Did your mom play?
Not too much.
She too busy?
Busy all the time. Remember, she was always working. No, if she'd have the dishes done in the evening. I used to help with the dishes once in a while. While I was there, she went there. I used to help. Well, anyway, after in the evening, when everything could be done, she'd be knitting or patching, darning socks or something. Always working.
That was because she had to, wasn't it?
Well, pretty much. She did all the hoeing in the garden. There was 2 gardens, one near the house. You know, stuff you'd use for the table all the time. They went out to the barn somewhere. It used to change quite a bit, you know. Different place each year.
To keep the soil good, you mean?
But you know, I used to often think of my father. He'd be sitting around, and she'd be out holding the garden.
Huh.
I often thought of that.
Huh.
I think it was easy.
Really?
But you know, at times they worked on the farm. When he was on the farm first, they harvested. We didn't have any grinders or things like that. They harvested stuff.
Size or they call it?
I think,
That round tool?
yeah,
That
you
crap?
went like this.
Uh-huh.
And it was cut off And each swing you cut about a sheet,
Uh-huh.
and then they go around and take binding with material and twist it up and tie it. And it shouldn't
The wheat.
bleed or oats binding.
For your bread and
Mm-hmm.
to make your bread and everything.
Oh yeah, she made it right all. She made good bread, yeah, lots of bread.
Well, what were you gonna tell me about your dad with the harvesting?
Yeah, before the binders come out, I can't think of the name of this thing. You know what a sickle's like?
Yeah.
And this is like a big sickle.
Uh-huh.
And, it would be about curve of about this much.
Uh-huh.
Curve like that. Go like this. Each time you do that, you cut just about enough of a sheet. It's
Uh-huh.
nice and good and take it, and then you 10-acre field.
Well,
That's the way they did it. And they always side, that's all.
side.
Yeah. That was the way it looked. They always had a cider out there. Sometimes, like when a field would be grain, the binder, you go around the first one, the binder, you drive over some of the grain. And so he'd go around the field, with the fences, cut a sward down on each side.
Oh.
Side.
Well, he worked hard for a while, but then after your brother took over the farm, he got lazy, you mean?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh. What did he do all day?
Sit around.
All day, huh?
Yeah.
I gotta turn this off. But go ahead and finish what we're gonna finish.
Well, he did everybody out early and then he'd go back to bed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But till 8 o'clock, he'd go back to bed for half an hour. I got used to that when he was at the broken leg, you know.
Uh-huh.
Did it all his life.
Let me turn it off from that. The battery's low. Can I use your bathroom?
Yep. You, um, no, when Bill was here, I had him cut back on my apple tree. Plum,
Well, so what I wanted to ask you was, if you remember what you guys used to do for the holidays, like Christmas. Okay.
well, we always had dinner at home, and Gertie and Jack always came for it. They always came to dinner on Sunday after Mass. They'd come down to the house and stay for the afternoon.
Gertie and Jack are who?
Yeah, so Gertie was my sister.
Oh,
Jack's in hospital. Jack Purdue.
you're talking before you got married or after?
All before.
Before.
And, well, we ordered food, I guess, generally have a roast or Sundays.
Beef roast?
Or
Like a beef roast?
wheat roast.
Uh-huh.
And it'd be big roast, and she'd have ham. ham for Sunday sometimes. But we always got an orange for Christmas.
Uh-huh.
You know, like here, they give so much out for Christmas.
Yeah, too much.
Too much, right? But anyway, we never got stuff like that. We get an orange for sure. That's some candy, things like that. Nothing much.
Did you have a stocking hung on the fireplace or anything?
No, not too much. I'm very pencil younger, I guess. But when we get some socks or shirts or something like that, something that we hip and another way.
Yeah.
But I don't know, Christmas wasn't a big thing at our place.
You didn't have a Christmas tree or anything?
We used to have when the girls were there. When they were there, after they got married, they didn't have. But I know very used to like to have a Christmas tree.
Rest of you didn't bother? Would you cut it down on your own land and then put
Well,
it?
try to find one someplace. Yeah.
How would you decorate it, do you remember?
Leave it or not with candles.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Can't believe they did that.
Would be dangerous.
Yeah. Must have been beautiful though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they look nice.
So, what other holidays do you have
Well,
celebrate?
we celebrated Easter too. What's one?
You didn't do it like we do now with Easter baskets and everything, did you? Just go to church and have a...
But yeah, I don't remember anything particular at Easter. I know we'd have ham for dinner.
How about birthday? Did you celebrate your birthday?
Yeah, I'd probably have a birthday cake. Yeah. With candles on it.
Did you have presents for birthdays at all?
Oh, I don't remember too many presents.
Well,
We didn't seem to be so much for Christmas and Easter and those holidays like that around the whole place. And other places did.
you
We
mean not?
do here in Detroit here, like school and Easter baskets.
Yeah, I love that stuff myself. What can I say? Well, what'd you guys do for fun when when you were little?
Well,
Yeah.
well, it seemed to me I was always playing baseball, but at the holiday and especially in the wintertime, we play a lot of cards. And, skating.
Ice skating. Used to have those ice boats or whatever they were.
Dad was a real good ice skater. He played hockey for the University of Toronto hockey team.
Oh. Didn't you have a pond on your land?
No,
Oh, I thought you did. Did Ruby?
well, she was right near the lake.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
We had a little stream going through one part of our farm. Not the homestead, the other farm across the road. Creek, they called it. It was from the spring. Probably up maybe 5-7 miles up through the farms. It sprung on the wall on the ground, That formed different springs from this creek. And we had one right back in the back 50. Well, working out there, you drink. Just go right on the ground. You drink out.
Huh.
You don't want it.
Must have been good. Huh?
Oh, no.
Did you have indoor plumbing and stuff?
No.
Did you haul water from the well outside?
No.
When did they get indoor plumbing? Ever?
After all,
No, is this farm still standing?
no, that's the house that got burnt down.
I bet the barn burnt down.
Oh, that was way back in 1904 or something like that. earlier than that, I guess. Charlie was only 4 years old. But the house burned down after we were over here. My mother was over here with us. She'd come over in the wintertime. She'd stay a while at all three places. But she would have been in the back room upstairs.
Well,
And she might have been burned to death.
who was living there when it burned?
Jim,
He okay?
they all gone. This chimney that went upstairs went through the pipe, I mean, went upstairs, went through the chimney up there. And that suck used to settle in the bottom of that space there. And it was real hot in there to catch fire, so this was what happened. My mother used to clean that out a couple of times a year. But I guess
Your
Jim,
mother did.
yeah,
It was quite a job.
but Jim kind of needed to clean it out so much. So it caught fire, and that's where it caught fire. And it's a log house, clapboarded, painted.
Who built that house?
Like that, built from my father bought it.
Oh,
There's people by the name of Holland before.
so that after the house burned down, what did they do? Did they build again?
No, they never did build that. They went across the street, on the farm across the street. See, my father, my older brother owned that, but he never go and he went to Oshawa and worked for General Motors. So Jim bought the farm out, so Jim owned both farms there. See. And he just, the house across the road was empty, so they just moved over there. That's pretty good, it's pretty nice if they had that.
Yeah. So is it still a farm now?
No. Jim, of course, was dead gone. He died 2-3 years ago. His son was on the farm. Got 2 sons on farms. Both work. One works at General Motors in Oshawa, and the other works at Lindsay, besides the farm.
Wow.
Doing all right.
When's the last time you went back to look at the farm?
84, no. Well, Jim died in 86, I think. Mama died in 88. We're back to both funerals.
Did it look a lot different?
Oh, no.
How old's the house that's still standing there?
Oh, gee, that must be nearly 100 years old.
It's up to see it. Is it pretty there?
Oh, not bad. It's kind of up on a hill. Well, they're nice places. I don't know why. I was on that original farm there, homestead. I'd have built a house on it, but Jim took like the money into a house there.
The prettier part of the farm, I mean.
Yeah, barn, big barn, hip barn, I was talking about.
That barn still standing? Is it red? They paint it red?
No. Like not painted at all. The steel roof on it.
Yeah. Well, I remember some story about this, about sheep being washed in the lake. Was that Ruby, the lake?
No. They, down there, I don't think they had sheets out there, but they used to have a place where they'd wash sheep. They had it built. The sheep would go up steps, then he'd sit
Sheep
down.
dip?
Sheep dip there. Ever see one?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what they used to, probably used to have.
Huh.
My brother Charlie had some sheep, but I don't think he ever washed them. I went to the creek that went through there.
Well, you did what they use the wool for? Knitting? The sheep, when they shear the sheep
Or they sell it more.
to the factory.
Yeah.
So, what animals did you like on the farm?
Well, we had horses, cattle.
Did you like them all, or did you like some of them better than others?
I don't know, always kind of liked horses. Always had a good dog in the farm.
What kind of dog?
Uh, Collie.
You had sheep too?
No, we didn't have sheep, but Charlie across the
Oh,
road.
yeah. Huh. Charlie ran his own farm across the road, and you and your parents and the rest of you stayed at the main house. It's a homestead. Well, your dad must have had to get up out of bed and do some work. He didn't just stay around the house all day, did he?
What's the other on the bottom? We've been walking through the fields.
Yeah.
See, there's enough sons around there to do the farming.
Uh-huh.
All he had to do was oversee it.
Huh.
But the short time that I was there doing the farm work, see, my brother Jim was always there, but he worked on the county road with the team of horses. I was doing the farm work. And I'd always ask him, how I should handle this. I think he liked that.
You asked your brother?
That's my father.
Oh. Yeah, I bet he liked that.
So when I went to Toronto one winter to work in Toronto, then I came back in the spring. And Jim came to Detroit one winter and worked here for a winter, and then came back in the spring. But when I left, Jim stopped road work altogether. Took over the farm.
Huh. Then what else talk about? You didn't go to war at all, did you? You didn't go to. You were alive during the war, but you didn't go.
Oh, I was too young.
You were too young.
Yeah.
No.
During the First World War, it was started in 1914. I was 12-year-old. During the Second World War, I was too old.
Good. How did the wars affect you, do you remember?
I was like,
Did they make much difference in your life, the wars?
oh no.
Like the rationing and all that?
We seemed to grow most of our food anyway, like the meat, chickens, and meat, duck, all that sort of thing.
Did your brothers go to the war?
Stan, of course, was in school all the time. Charlie was on the farm. He quit the farm with the wars in Washington. Joe stayed on the farm until we came to Detroit.
So you guys were lucky. Good.
Yeah, we were lucky when we were taken to the home sea.
Yeah.
Jack and Bob served. Jack was in the Air Force. We were in the Air Force in Detroit as a dentist. And he passed it. In fact, the Air Force paid his last year at school. He was over there for 2 years. Bob was in the next year, but he was stationed in Ohio, Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus, yeah. Well, what was it like raising 4 kids?
I don't know, it seemed to be a pleasure all of them.
Okay.
They're all athletes, and it was real fun watching them play football. Jack was the only one that played baseball. They all played football and basketball. Bill didn't want to rowing.
Huh.
And,
Rolling.
rowing team in Bell South, or in Belle Isle. And
They're all pretty good at it too, so it must have been fun. Huh?
yeah, they all ran track. Jack didn't run dump track. Bob, Bill, and Chuck. And they were all pretty fair athletes. Chuck was the best basketball player. And Bob was a real good football player. Bob was real fast, one-legged deer.
Dave can run fast, too.
Yeah,
Were you a fast runner?
yeah. That's why when I was around 9 years old, I used to hit it in 109, 9 and under, and 9 and over. I went both races.
Oh, yeah?
Well, pretty fast.
But they have at the fairs or something, they'd have races?
Yeah. Yeah, they have a fair every year. Right at down in there. Picnic on them, picnic.
Uh-huh.
I used to go a lot. But my dad used to throw the cable, toss the cable, and he nearly always won. Charlie too. Charlie wasn't with my dad. He's a strong.
Cable, huh? Never heard of that even.
What's the cable?
Yeah.
Never heard of it? Well, you know what they used to do down there is cut down a tree, about 12 feet long, say. And they'd get it like this over their shoulder. And they'd bring it down, and you have to flip it.
Huh.
Flip it how far you threw it. There's 3 or 4 different guys used to toss.
Wonder if that game came from Ireland or Scotland or something. I wonder if that game came back from the old country or
Could be.
never heard of them.
Of course, they do have cables, regular cables too, that you can buy, but they used to just cut down a good-sized tree, trim it up, move it all.
So did you know the people in your town pretty well? Did everybody know?
Oh, everybody knew everybody out,
That night?
yeah.
Well,
And not so much way back then, but now, in the wintertime when things are slack on the farm, they have parties nearly every Saturday night. They have a party. That's nice,
Yeah.
get together like that.
they have dances and things?
Oh yeah, they dance. That's these parties. They have a hall there that they have a dance in every once in a while, and they have a dinner there, and dance. I did lots of dances at that hall. I helped to build that hall. The parish built it. There's 2 or 3 carpenters of the parish, and so something about building. But
What kind of music did they have?
well, it'd be a lot like the country music now, and
Fiddle and
fiddle and piano and drums. Herbert Lucas, do you ever meet Herbert Lucas? Well, he learned to play the drums. He was the drummer. Herbert worked for Ford and Detroit for years. He and my brother Joe came over together.
what kind of dances did you do?
Round dancing, square dancing, waltzing,
Oh, really?
a lot of square dancing.
Did you dance at our wedding at all?
Yeah.
Did you? Did that remind you of the dances back then? Was it anything similar?
Oh, pretty much. What you call around dancing, I think the same anytime. Of course,
Yeah.
you start doing those fancy steps and shaking. They play, but you never did, of course. Jitterbugging.
Oh, did you do that?
No.
Did Ruby like to dance?
Oh, yeah, she loves that. We danced a lot together. And one Halloween, you dress up for Halloween, and it's when my mother made me a suit on a bag. Ruby came up to the party with a suit, dressed me on bags too.
Wow,
So we got the prize in the suit.
that's funny. Bags of what? Like meal, old
Well,
cloth bags?
no, they're, what do they call it? They had a name for them.
Burlap?
Burlap bags, yeah.
Huh. Must have been funny. So you always dressed up for Halloween when you were little?
Not always, no.
But I mean, that was a tradition back then.
Yeah.
Did they have jack-o'-lanterns, pumpkins and everything? They didn't go trick-or-treating, did they?
No, don't live, not in the country, maybe in town. But we had all kinds of pumpkins, you know. And my mother used to make pumpkin pie. When she baked pumpkin pie, she'd make pans of them, pans this long or this wide,
Well,
pie plates, all kinds of pumpkin pie. And you could eat all you wanted.
huh. Gosh, what'd she do with the rest of it? Freeze it or something?
The rest of the pumpkin,
Or did you eat it all? All the pumpkin pies?
Juliet made everything that she, one pumpkin, she'd make it all pie.
Uh-huh. But
She
did,
was like something amazing.
yeah. You didn't store a lot of food, did you? Like fresh food, and did you have a refrigerator with like an ice box?
No. Well, that nice box, yes, but not. But the only stuff that we really stored was the meat, you know.
Who brought you the ice? The ice man? Or did you cut your own ice?
Well, no, we got it ourselves at the Liberty.
You bought it. 'Cause some farms, they used to cut their own, didn't they, from the lake?
Well, Ruby's apparently did. They had built an ice house, what they call an ice house. Low house down in the ground for 4 feet. And every winter they cut this and fill this building with blocks of ice. They come in nearly all summer.
Huh. Didn't they put sawdust around it or something?
You can still melt it.
Must have been neat to go in there in the summer.
Kind of cold.
Yeah. But on a hot day,
That was their freezer.
did you used to go swimming in the summer?
We did a lot of swimming. I did. She was out there by the lake. We were down there nearly every day swimming. We good swimmer.
Do you know how to swim?
I was a good swimmer. I drove.
Oh.
You know, when Chuck's out to California, Tom was with me. They drove around different places. He was out swimming in the ocean. And he got out far enough that he was being taken out further, you know, by the undercurrent. So he was out there all over. And he was having trouble getting back in, you know. Current was against him. So he hollered at the guy who weighs away from him, says, I'm in trouble. He said, well, just do what you do and you'll be all right. I think all he was doing was swimming one way and coming back.
Huh.
But he around, going out. Valuable person like that shouldn't take those kind of chances.
Yeah, that happened to us up at Beaver Island, even swimming out there on those rafts. The current started taking us out. I'm kind of scared of water now after that.
I think get scared of water. I just say I can't swim. I might be able to have a long swim, but I'm sure you'll go if I go out there like Chuck would, I go out for sure.
Well, probably pack up. This has been so much fun, I don't want to stop, but have to.